So it looks almost certain that Caitlin Clark is going to be playing tomorrow. Obviously, Caitlin Clark says she's optimistic about playing as the Sparks tomorrow, assuming she feels good after practice today. The odds of Caitlin Clark missing a game when she says, I feel good is low. It's very low that she's missing the game. But I got to be honest here. Like, you've got a player in Caitlin Clark who you kind of need to win. You kind of need a win with Caitlin. I'm going to be honest. You kind of need a win with her because of all the bullshit narratives. If you lose, you lose. But like, this Sparks team's so bad. They're so bad. They got absolutely destroyed. They got absolutely destroyed by the Storm. And the Storm, like, were just basically taking the piss. Like, they were not a... They're not a serious team. The Sparks are the worst team in the WNBA. Because they're trying to be good. They're not tanking. They're trying to be good, and they still suck. Them and the Sky. At least the Sky have... I know Kelsey Plum's been injured, but, like, the Sky's whole team have been injured, basically. But, yeah, Caitlin Clark has made it clear that she thinks she's going to play. According to Scott Agnes... told reporters in LA she's very hopeful for tomorrow. She's missed 2 games because the schedule will be 2 weeks since she's played. She also talked about after the game hopefully being able to play against the Aces, which means the odds of her playing against the Mercury are close to 0. They are close to 0. And I don't think it really matters whether or not she plays against the Mercury. Like, I'd rather take an L than see Caitlin get hurt again. Like, we got to be very clear here. Like, it is, it's better that, that we take an L. And we can still probably beat the Mercury without Caitlin. I just don't feel Caitlin at the end of a back-to-back. Look, if you lose to the Mercury, lose to the Mercury. It doesn't really matter. Beat the Sparks. Like, the tempo are fading. The Sparks are fading. Unless the Mercury somehow get into it. And the Mystics overtake us. Like, the playoffs there. Anyone can beat anyone. Seeding does not matter. We literally just saw the Connecticut Sun beat the Minnesota Lynx. I know Olivia Miles, Fee weren't there, but still, injuries happen. Injuries happen. Anyone can beat anyone in this league. But yeah, this is one of those things again with when it comes to Caitlin, where it's good that she's saying she feels great. It is good that Caitlin's there in media saying that she feels great, because I think that's a really good sign for Indiana, because you kind of want Caitlin to be at her best. And if not at her best, at her healthiest. Because you never know. Shots go in, they don't go in. The game's at an awful time for me, though. So I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Like, 2 nights in a row. Like, I have to go to bed early today. But, like, it's 2 nights in a row, like the Portland game, where I might miss a bunch of news, because, like, I'm going to be in this fucking office, sleeping on the sofa behind me. And then setting my alarm at 3 a.m. so that I can, so I don't have to walk down all the way out of bed, walk out of my house, because I know I won't be able to do it. To, wake up at 3 a.m. here, so nap for like 3 hours on freaking sofa in here. It's not going to be a great thing, but still. It is a game. Those 3 a.m. games, oh, they're so bad. They're so bad. F's in chat, lads. But I'm glad Caitlin's playing. I'm glad Caitlin feels good. Well, she's almost certainly playing. I'm glad she feels good. And this is your tune-up game. Like, the Sparks stink. And also, this is the time to break the curse. Caitlin Clark has never won a game when Kate Martin is on the other team. When Kate Martin has kitted out, Caitlin Clark has never won a game. She has never won a game when Kate Martin's kitted out. So, she's won one with Kate Martin in the arena. She has never won a game with Kate Martin as her opponent. So, you hope that this is the start of the curse. But it's like, she's also never won a game against Meg Gustafson. Has she won Has she won a game against Lucy Olsen? Yes, she's won one game against Lucy Olsen. Like, against Iowa alum, she has won one game in her career. One. So, hopefully, again, she can, get a dub. But the Fever against the Sparks, like, you're just assuming the Fever are going to win. Like, there's a lot of games where it's like, okay, yeah, you don't know. Like, if the Fever lose this game, whether Caitlin Clark plays or not, it is, like, it's a disaster. It is a disaster. Losing to this Sparks team, I don't care if it's in LA, they're so bad. Like, they are so bad. Kelsey Plum's injured. Like, I actually think that Kelsey Plum, while being injured, should be going higher in the MVP votes because her team looks like they're worse than the Sky right now. Like, let's have the Fever not be the team. Like, last year, the Indiana Fever lost to Connecticut, albeit without Caitlin. They lost to Connecticut for their first loss. They lost to LA Sparks for their first win that wasn't against Connecticut. So, it was literally a case where, other than the Sparks beating Connecticut, because one of them had to beat the other team, I think it was something like through 11 games last year, the only games the Sparks and the Sun had won was against the Fever. And both teams had winning records against the Fever. Like, it was bad. It was real bad. But, yeah, look. If Caitlin says she's playing, she's taking part in practice, and at least please the 3 go in, yeah. At least the 3 goes in there. Obviously, Passat is not seen because she is now a member of the Aces, who I have a feeling the Aces are going to play her against Fever. I have a feeling the Aces are going to play her against Fever. I'm going to talk about Stephanie White's awful reasoning for, getting rid of Passat. And I'm like, her reasoning for keeping Dantas is literally she's good at practice and, she stays ready. Like, it was as simple as that. Like, she stays ready. Like, that's not a good enough reason. That is not a good enough reason to do that. But, yeah, look. It is what it is here. Caitlin Clark probably playing. And at least it's a positive take in a day where, it's just been so much unserious bullshit. That's the only way I can describe it. There's so much unserious bullshit that's going on. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys wish she, played the Mercury game and, she gotta have to smoke for the Mercury? Or you're like me where it's like, I don't want her to get hurt. I don't care about making a point, being I'm sorry, winning the Fever v Mercury regular season off isn't gonna fucking win you a game in the playoffs. But yeah. Anyway, that's the video. See you guys.